Hello. Hello. I just finished a photo shoot. I'm at Magnuson Park, and I was doing this photo shoot up here on this beautiful grassy field, and we were down here by the water. And at the end of the photo shoot, the mom shared with me that they were having their photos taken for a very important celebration, and that a couple years ago she would not have done family photos because she felt like they were self-indulgent and kind of self-centered or self-focused. And after this big event happened in their life and they decided to have professional family photos taken, suddenly it made sense, and she realized that it wasn't self-important, it was just important. Those are her words. I've been taking photos for so long that I often forget about the importance of photography. It's like a day-to-day thing. And I know that the photos are special to people, but it's not until people share with me, like until you tell me your reasons, like you tell me why you're getting photographed, what's going on in your life, what are you going to do with these photos, or why are they so important to you? And then I kind of have that sinking, like, oh, people's lives are important here. Like, what you're going through is valid, and you deserve to be celebrated, and you deserve to have photos of you. It's not even like an issue of deserving something. It's just, well, why wouldn't you? Like, if you have children and you want to give them a gift, one of the gifts you can give them is photographs of them as children, photographs of you when you're young, the way that you are now that they won't remember, because they're going to be adults and they're going to be teenagers when they remember you, and they're going to see you older. And so it's a gift to give them beautiful photographs and these videos showing them, hey, this is what I was like when you were an infant, when you were a toddler, when you were a little one. And to give them a taste of what their childhood was like and what it was like to be around you and what you guys looked like when you played together. It can be very healing to see photographs of your parents when they're young. It's special, and it helps you build a connection of understanding. Like, if you see a picture of your parents when they're 20 and you're 20, you start to have more relatability with your parents. And when you see pictures of yourself as a child, it can remind you of who you are at your core. Because often, teenage life happens and adult life happens, and then who we are, our feeling of understanding ourselves or just being present and calm about life can go out the window because we start to get hit with insecurities and stressors. And so I find that when I look at a photograph of myself as a child, it's like a little bell that rings and calls me home. I'm like, oh yeah, there I am. That's me. That's me when I was carefree. That being in that cute little body is still inside of me. And it's like we're here in the center, and then we get kind of pulled off. And then something has to pull us back in. Same thing with parent-children relationships with anyone. We can get kind of off, and then sometimes all it takes is seeing a photograph to pull us back in, and because we get to visually remember a moment when we were connected. And sometimes we get so lost that we can't find that way home. We don't even remember what it's like to be connected. So a photograph or a video is really powerful in triggering memories that evoke feelings that reestablish connection with ourselves and with other people in our lives. So this idea of it being self-important, or I don't want to pay a bunch of money so someone can take a photo of me. It's not, life is not about me. It's all about me. But that's not why we're taking photos. We're not doing it because you're the center of the universe and you're egotistical and all we want to do is look at photos of you. That's not the attitude. That's not the approach. It's who do you love? What do you guys love doing together? Let's take a photograph that will help you enjoy that, celebrate that, and remember that, so that you can feel closer and have tools like a photograph to go to, a video to go to, so that you can appreciate your life as it unfolds. I have clients who are, you get so many videos from me every year or multiple times a year. I'm making videos for you. And you tell me that you go back and you watch them, like your kids like to watch them. So you go back like a home movie marathon, and you watch all the movies that I've made for you over the years. And that's like a special tradition that you guys have, especially if I photograph your birthdays. You like to watch every birthday leading up to this year and knowing that we're going to now make another one. So, maybe you watch all the birthday videos the week before the birthday party, the week before you see me again. And so the photos and the videos that we take can become a tradition, a family tradition. They can amplify your experience of life. Like, think of if you have a birthday party every year, or you have something you do every year, how much more fun is it when you pull out the photos and the videos and reflect on all the years leading up to it? So it really is telling a story. It's so noisy here, sorry. I'm gonna pause it for a second. Another thing to keep in mind about why these photos are important and not self-important, if that's a negative way for you to think about it. A self-important photo shoot feels very posed, doesn't it? Like, let's take a photo that makes me look as good as possible, and I'm gonna pose this way, and I'm gonna make facial expressions like a duck, and then we're gonna get the best angle and make sure the light's perfect, and that might not feel so good to you. It doesn't feel so good to me. I don't really like it. What we do, you and me, instead, is get you completely relaxed and happy and having a good time, and then I just take a picture of it. That's it. Now there's an art to that. Like, photography and cameras can be very awkward, especially if the camera's being controlled by someone who is awkward, or someone who's distracted, or someone who's self-conscious. You're probably going to feel awkward and uncomfortable and self-conscious. So one of the ways that I take good photos is getting really grounded in myself before a photo shoot. So I'll sit in my car, or I'll take a little walk, or I'll sit outside, and I'll think about, why am I taking these photographs? How do I feel today? What's the best part of myself that I can bring to this photo shoot? Maybe I don't have as much energy today, but I do have a lot of calm energy. Maybe tomorrow I'm super hyper, and so I'll just bring a lot of joy to the shoot. So every day can be different. I can bring different qualities each day, but I'm looking for the best in me and a sense of grounding, so that when you're around me, you feel comfortable and relaxed. It's not about the camera. It's just about us at the park. And you don't mind. You don't feel like I'm intruding. You just feel like I'm there with you, and it's comfortable. And you're tying your daughter's shoes, or you're smelling a flower. You're splashing in the water. You're climbing a tree. That's it. And then it's my job, it's my skill, that I watch you doing these things. And just like a hunter, this is my thing I shoot with, I hunt for a moment. So I'm watching you climb a tree, and I'm waiting for the moment when you look down at your daughter and smile. And I took that picture. And I'm waiting for those moments so that you never have to think about them. Because how cheesy is it, right? If you're climbing a tree and you're smile, that's when it starts to feel self-important. You are thinking about yourself while we're taking photos. No, thank you. What we want is to have an important reason for why we're taking photos, to get you in a position where you feel comfortable and relaxed and happy. And then you forget about the camera, you forget about yourself, you're just enjoying the activity and spending time with your people. And then I am hunting for those beautiful moments that are naturally occurring, and I catch them all, and then I hand them to you, and I say, there you go. This is how we're celebrating you and your family and your love and your life right now. So you're important, and the photos that we take are important for you. So that's it.